Good Monday morning. This is Adam Guyman from Salt Lake City, Utah. I am making this video because I haven't had an opportunity for a while to make a video, and the thing that has really been hard because of this pandemic is the fact that I don't believe that Salt Lake City or Salt Lake County or even the state of Utah or a lot of people around this country are really taking things into consideration. One of the things that people are not taking into consideration is the fact that there are people with disabilities are actually really having a very hard time, because even before this pandemic, there's a lot of things that were very inaccessible. At this moment, we have had a lot of people telling a lot of people, especially people with disabilities, that we need to not be looking for things like these VOG masks. We just need to throw a bandana across our face and we'll be fine. One of the things I wanted to make sure of is the fact that as a person with disabilities, I myself have a low immune system. Now, before this pandemic, I started a medication called methotrexate, and I would wear this or one of the other VOG masks that I purchased before a little over a year or so, and I had ended up using that because methotrexate lowers your immune system. One of the things that I noticed is in Utah, I have seen some of these different protest videos that have gone up have people who are out there protesting that they want to go back to work. Someone actually even said that they felt that they weren't dignified because they had to get government assistance. Well, the thing is I, as a person with disabilities, have actually had to get government assistance. And the government assistance that I get is very small. And at the same time, I have noticed that a lot of places are closed. Now, in order for me to grab something at a restaurant, I have to go through the drive-through. So if I go to a fast food restaurant, I have to drive my power chair through the drive-through and hope that they'll actually serve me. We're allowed to walk through the store. Now, they've given people guidelines and have said social distance, but that's really hard to social distance. Plus, everything that you get at the store is, been touched by someone, not just by the employees. A business can easily tell their employees what they need to do, but yet people are allowed to walk through grocery stores. Now, I do kind of get an understanding of why some people who protested to have everything open up again, but yet so many people are so afraid and so embarrassed to use the word disabilities or the word disabled. But one thing I want people without disabilities to understand is the fact that I myself and a lot of other people with disabilities, we know what it's like to be, without access or have to be home because we didn't have access. In the 1990s, I remember what it was like to wait for a bus. And I remember being with a friend of mine that waiting for a bus, especially when you needed a bus that had wheelchair accessibility, was very limited. And at the same time, I have noticed what it's like to actually be in that position where it's really difficult to be able to have access, especially when a lot of things are very limited. I got a message back from our Salt Lake County mayor because she had a video up and she had mentioned about how if you're not a medical professional, you would be just as good with just a bandana or something over your face. But for me, and for many other people in my same position, anything less than an N99 or N95 mask is highly dangerous. Unfortunately, we don't have a choice. Now, we're not saying that medical professionals don't need a mask, but the only mask that I know that fits me and fits me properly is a VOG mask, and it is the medium plus. The medium is too small for me, and the large is too large for me. I've noticed that there's a lot of different videos and advertisements online, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube or just a website. And I've noticed different people manufacturing masks, and sometimes I don't know if they're just a crew of people that are just making masks. It's very hard when you're legally blind to be able to actually see or detect or know what it is that and where these masks are really coming from or what their strength is. One of the things that came back from her is that anyone who has had an N99 mask before can still wear their mask and use it. It's been stressful because if this pandemic hadn't happened, I would have gone to a place that's a local restaurant here in Salt Lake City, Utah called Chuckarama. I would have gone there for my birthday. I just celebrated my 43rd birthday on April 25th. Things that we really need are not there for us. And I don't know if there's anyone else out there with disabilities that have actually struggled as well. It would be nice to know what your thoughts are. For example, the reason I'm wearing my VOG mask right now is because I'm trying to really make a statement to show people without disabilities what it's like, because for myself, before this pandemic and after I started taking my methotrexate, I had ended up having a greater chance of getting sick. With this pandemic, I have an even much greater chance of getting sick. And I want to make sure that people understand that. For example, if someone had to help me carry groceries up to my apartment, even if they're in my apartment, or when I had medical supplies brought to me that I normally get. When the guy came here, he actually had ended up, wearing gloves and a mask himself. But I had to wear my gloves and a mask. And everything that I got from that medical supply, I had to clean everything off. Well, he was still here in my apartment at the time, not today, but quite a few days ago now. I had to wear my mask as well, just to make sure I didn't get sick, because there's no way of knowing how this here, reacts to people. I know I haven't made a video for a while. It has been stressful for me physically, emotionally. I know it's spring and I did shave my head because a lot of these different problems with having the ability of getting access to things. So many people have hoarded so many things, and being on a low fixed income, if it hadn't been for other people that's been able to help me get a few things, just with all of these different things, watching people on the news where cops are not doing anything to protesters that are fighting to go back to work. If I was protesting on something, I would probably be beat up by the cops. Unfortunately, when you're poor, a person of color, if you're disabled, in the past, I've been treated pretty bad by some cops. And I've watched others around me. But these people are actually protesting without masks on, without gloves on. They're hugging each other. People aren't taking that part seriously. So for anyone who is not disabled, I absolutely want you to understand what it's like and what it's like for myself as a person with disabilities. I want you to understand that we actually are limited. Do you think we like to be at home? No. But yet our dignity is being taken away every day, even before this. And a lot of people think, well, the ADA is there. That protects you. Not quite. Yes, it's an improvement, but there's a lot of improvement that needs to be done because the ADA is there, but it's not very well enforced. I hope everyone has a great day, and please like, share, subscribe, comment. I was going to remind anyone who might have known who Chronically Jaquie. She's a YouTuber that I started watching after my mom passed away in 2015, and she had passed away a year ago as of the 29th of April. I basically wanted to make sure anyone who might know who she is, please check her channel out. I'm going to leave a link for you to click on to go check her channel out, either at the end of the video. Please check her channel out. And on the 29th is the day that she passed away. So if you check her channel out, she loved pink. It was one of her favorite colors. And thank you for watching. I just needed to get some of this off my chest, but I hope that it helps you. I hope any of my videos that I've made help you. Check out my other videos. And remember, convenience doesn't equal accessibility. Accessibility equals convenience. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and please ring the notification bell.